Hi, Sue here from Mystic Matters. I wanted to do an overview for the year 2021. So I'm going to be doing a 10-card spread, which is the Celtic Cross, just to see what 2021, the general energy around it, what it can bring. So let's see where we go with it. I'm using the Mythic Tarot, which are based on Greek mythology. Right, let's start. Excuse me. All right, so where we're starting is the position we're in at the moment. And it's a time for marketing ourselves. The King of Wands to me is a marketing card. So it's about the going out and not hiding our lights under a bushel. So if you've got a good idea, tell people about it. It's time to be vocal, and get off the fence. If you're not sure which way to jump, make a decision, make a commitment, jump one way or the other, because we can't make mistakes. Even if we jump into one direction and it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right, just hop back on the fence and jump over to the other side. We don't have to stick with everything that we've decided. We can adjust. But the worst of it is sitting on the fence and not making decisions, because then you waste your time, you waste your life. So start off this year with a commitment to make a commitment, to do whatever feels right in the time. I'm obviously with a proviso that it doesn't hurt anybody else. That's the proviso. But just make a decision, make a commitment, and shine your light. Let people see you. It's not time to be hiding. There's too much that's going on in the world, and we all have to shine our lights. We all have to stand up, be counted, and put ourselves behind our ideas, put ourselves behind whatever we truly believe and we want for the world, not just for ourselves, but for humanity at large. This comes with the challenge of setting goals. Where do I want to be in 3 months' time? Where do I want to be in 6 months' time? So we're starting off this new year with a real powerful, okay, time to stop sitting on the fence, time to actually get myself moving and get a direction sorted out. Okay, I'm going to sit down, make plans. Maybe it's in the form of a mind map or journaling or something that will get a goal in sight. Now, goals can be flexible. You can have a goal and then halfway through, it doesn't feel right anymore. So change the goal. Same as like if you jump on the side of the fence, it doesn't feel right, hop on the fence and jump the other side. But don't hold yourself back waiting for everything to be perfect, because invariably it won't be. Just get going, get moving, and set goals. And even if it's just to read a book by the end of the week, set a goal, whatever feels right, but don't hold yourself back. And I'm really getting pushed to say that, because what I'm seeing is there's all this light. There's people, I'm seeing people with torches and candles, and there's so many of them. And there's this dark cave there. And people are all stood at the edge of this dark cave. And the darkness is the negativity, the corruption, all the things that we are witnessing every day at different levels of humanity. We're seeing that, so it's time now for all of us, with our lights, our candles, our torches, to walk into that cave and shine a light into every nook and cranny to drive out the darkness. And this is something I'm really, really picking up very strongly. We have to change the energy that's going on in this planet. And as many of you will know, from the 21st of December, we went into the age of Aquarius. It's a different time, and we need to not creep timidly in just hoping nobody's going to see us, and just end up kind of, we've got to take action, and drive out the darkness. And I'm not pointing fingers at any particular people or anything like that, because the people that are enabling the darkness, they're just the puppets that are enabling it. So it's not down to the individual, it's about the darkness itself that has been going for thousands of years, and this is a culmination. Now it's time for people to shine their lights, their ideas, the things that will benefit humanity and drive the darkness out. And now it's time really to market yourself, let people know what your particular piece of the puzzle is, because nobody else has got the same piece of the puzzle. Each of us is unique. Each of us has got a part to play. And between us, all of us, we can drive out the negative energies that are around and instill some positive for the future and going forward. It's not going to happen overnight, but we can all do our bit. And the more of us that are engaged, the more of us that take on the challenge, the more of us, then people will see change and they will also join. It's a gradual process. It's going to take a while, but let's start as we mean to go on. Because what also is around at the moment, the judgment card, and this is, we get the rewards for the efforts we're making. So if we've been working to better the humanity, better our lives, better the lives of the people around us, then we will get the rewards for that. We will see how much our contribution has helped. However, if we've been on the opposite side of the fence and we have been trying to making people's lives difficult willingly, or working more on the dark side, we will also get the rewards for that. And we like attracts like. So eventually the people that are enabling the darkness, they are going to have to atone for that. And whether we see justice or not isn't actually relevant, but justice will appear for them. And so just because we don't see it physically happening doesn't mean that it won't happen. But all we can do is focus on ourselves, do the best we can, and then we can reap the rewards for the efforts we've made. And this is what's around at the moment. It's very, 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 very powerful. Our motivation, the motivation for this year is to actually be proud of ourselves, be able to pat ourselves on the back and say, we've done well. We are really proud of our efforts. We have really done well. And this is all tied in to what I've just said, because we will have this feeling of satisfaction. I mean, it's all very nice for people to congratulate us and say, oh, well done, you've done great. But the highest reward, I think, is to know that we have done the very best we can with the particular skills, the particular talents that we have got, and that we couldn't have done anything else. We couldn't have done anything more. And that is what our motivation needs to be in this coming year. In the recent past, we've started new projects. Some of us have started new businesses. Some of us have started new courses of study, everything that will enable us to move forward in a more powerful way, in a more focused way, knowing what we are particularly interested in, what resonates with us. And we've been starting the learning, and we've also, over this past year or 9 months or however, it just seems to have gone on forever, doesn't it? But the times that the people who weren't overworked because they've been in the health industry, and they have been amazing. All the people that have kept the countries going all over the world, they have been absolutely amazing. But this is about the people who have done their bit by staying at home, by keeping quiet, keeping out of the way. The ones that have learnt new things about themselves. People that were social butterflies that have realized and gained in knowledge of themselves by not being able to do what they would habitually have done. So this is learning about ourselves as well as learning about different subjects and things. And this is something we've done in the recent past. Now, near future, this is a really nice card about money and resources. You know, many of us are going to be able to have more money, more resources than we've had previously. And it's possibly to do with the work we're doing, the projects we're doing, the rewards that are arriving for all the hard work we've done. But this is King Midas. Everything we touch will turn to gold. And it doesn't always have to be monetary. It can be touching the lives of others that enrich their lives. It doesn't always have to be about money. Money is just an energy. But this is what is ahead of us. It's more money, more resources, more things are coming. And this can be because we're driving away the darkness. And a lot of the darkness is about people being kept in poverty, people being kept without the resources they need, people being kept in fear because they don't know how they're going to feed their families, or they don't know what's going to be ahead of them. This is showing that is going to be alleviated. One way or another, there's going to be more resources. People will have more than they've had previously and will be better able to look after themselves, their families, their friends, and things like that. So this is a really positive one for the future. There's also nice balance and harmony within relationships. So once the darkness has started to be driven out, we then will get together with friends, whether it still be virtually or in person. That's not for me to say. Who knows? You know, life has got a way of messing around with timing of things. But this could be an indication of the divisions that people have had within family, within friendships, people on different sides of the argument, whatever that argument may be, and having disagreements. Once people have started to get money and resources, when they've started to feel more comfortable and less fearful that they are going to go without, then some relationships and friendships can get back to balance and harmony. The division, the anger, the frustration, the fear will be dissipated, and we can then embrace our friends who we might not have felt so great about when they've had a completely opposite view to us in the past year or so. So this is new and building new relationships as well, but there's a lot more balance and harmony. So the anger, the division, the civil unrest, the hatred, the war, that is also going to dissipate. It's not going to be as bad as it has been anywhere in the world. There's going to be much more loving relationship. What people are going to be noticing also, again, it's about love. It's about new projects. new things starting, loving ourselves a bit more as well, but new things starting all over the world that are built in love, are built in resonance, doing things that we are naturally drawn to do, building relationships or improving current relationships. It's like night and day from this past year. Well, I'm doing this on the 31st of December. So 2020 and 2021 are going to be polar opposites all over the world. There's many things that will change, and then we'll need to build on those changes. The hopes and fears, people are really wanting to see the way ahead. Again, another major arcana card. There's a few here, and it's about positivity and knowing where you're going and going forward. And this is what we're all hoping for, and this is what can come about. It's, people will still have the fear early on, thinking, oh, is it possible? Can I really and want to go in this way? I'm feeling positive, but can I achieve it? Focus on the things you want. Don't give energy to the fear of not achieving, because what happens is we give life to what we concentrate on. And if we concentrate on failure, that is what we give life to. That's what we give energy to. So keep focused on what you want, what feels right, and don't have the fear of not getting, because this is a powerful time for people to stand up and be counted, and you won't be the only one. There won't always be the light in the darkness, because there's many people who want change, who want the darkness to dissipate. There's many people, remember what I said earlier, many people shining lights, got their torches, their candles, and they're driving out the darkness. So anything is possible. The darkness isn't more powerful. The light is much more powerful, except when people are in fear, they don't challenge the darkness. They allow the darkness to take over. So get rid of fear. We get back into friendships and relationships with people we might have had division with. We will have more help on a material level to take away the fear of not having and not being able to look after ourselves, our families and things. And then we can move forward onto other things, because when we have a fear about, not having enough for our families, then we don't look at progression. We don't look about our dreams, because we are living at such a basic level. We're living at a level of being, of not having enough, and that fear, and that just the basic, just being able to sustain, just be able to keep body and soul together, that is our focus. But once that's taken care of, and we know that we've got enough for what we need, then we can go after our dreams. And this is what the darkness doesn't want. It doesn't want us to achieve our dreams. We have gone into a new era, the age of Aquarius. It's a different ball game, and I will be doing a video on that. It's a different ball game. So know that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, whatever you're committed to, and focus on the positive. And at the end of the day, it's important to be tactful and diplomatic, a softly approach. I think people have had enough about people, shouting and banging on doors and yelling, and there's been enough of that. And that's not the way to get people on side. It's not the way to want people to want to support you. It's about looking after other people as well, not going in with ego, but being gentle with people, telling people what your ideas, and if they resonate, they will join you, and if they don't resonate, they won't. But it's not an ego thing. It's about tact, diplomacy, a softly approach. And that is the energy moving forward. A respect for other people, other people's opinions. We're all going to have different opinions, even in a kind of a more enlightened world. But we don't have to create wars around those opinions. We can listen and respect, and don't try and force other people to think our way. It's a softly, softly. It's not about banging on doors. And this is really, I'm delighted with these cards because it shows a much better year ahead. All we have to do, and our personal, each of us, our personal thing is, our personal challenge or mission is to stand up and be counted, not to hide in the shadows, and just to make a commitment, set some goals, and focus on being a positive influence in humanity rather than an on the fence or negative one. I wish you a wonderful year in 2021, and Happy New Year to one and all. Bye.